All right, Facebook, I believe we are live. Welcome. We are going to get this thing started here in just a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and see if it's up on my page to make sure everybody can see it. There it is. I'm going to share it over to my Cili Guy page so people over there can see it as well. Okay, that's going. I am excited. I know I say that every time. I'm excited for this today because we have got a very, very special guest. You've probably seen my posts. And we're just gonna knock this thing out and have a lot of fun doing it in the process. I've gotten to know Dr. Young over the period that he's been here with Cili, and so yeah, I'm just excited. But I also want to let you know, I mean, most of you guys know that, or gals that have been following me and following these Facebook Lives. You know, we've talked a lot about this product, the Cili by Design product. It is a phenomenal product in the realm of CBD and nutritionals. We've been changing people's lives with this on a regular basis. We're not going to get into the details of what this product is today. We're also not going to get into how with the endocannabinoid system, you know, how it works within the body. This endocannabinoid system, you already produce CBDs naturally, or CB1 and CB2. We've had a lot of Facebook Lives. If you want to see more of that information, then I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, which is simply Cili Guy. So it's capital CILI space GUY. And I've got all these, especially if you scroll down, there's a lot of videos on there. But if you scroll down to the bottom, near the bottom, you'll find a lot of these on the ECS and CBD and why it's important for your body and all that. That's really not the intent for this today. I wanted to bring Dr. Young on and find out from a physician's standpoint and perspective and viewpoint of why people should be taking CBD. So with that being said, I'm going to bring Dr. Young up and I'm going to give him a really nice introduction that he deserves. He's from Spring, Texas. He went to Texas Tech and for undergraduate school, and then he got his doctorate from Parker University in Dallas, where he was actually recognized for outstanding merit and accomplishment. Dr. Young has been serving his patients for the past 30 years in chiropractic care, physical therapy, and injury rehab. His office in Spring, Texas, which is a town of over 60,000 people, has been awarded Best in Spring in 2016, 2017, 2019. He has numerous certifications in non-surgical spinal decompression and low-level laser therapy and peripheral neuropathy, and sits on the board of the International Medical Advisory Board on Spinal Decompression and Microlight Corporation of America's Medical Board. He is also a postgraduate facility presenter at the National University of Health Sciences and has been recognized as one of the country's best spinal decompression physicians. So this is not just your average doctor, all right? This is Dr. Jeffrey Young, and it's just my honor and privilege. And Dr. Young, welcome to my Facebook Live. I'm so glad to have you on.
Man, thank you, Guy. That was some nice stuff. A lot of years in it.
Yeah, that's right.
When I hear all that.
I mean, that's phenomenal. A lot of experience comes with that. And so that's why I think it's really important for a lot of the viewers to be able to learn a little bit more in depth of what Cili by Design, what this product does and stuff. So how long have you been with Cili, and what really intrigued you the most? What wanted you to actually investigate it further and then actually try it for yourself?
Well, before I saw Cili, I basically have been looking at CBD products for probably about a year and a half prior to even seeing this. And I just didn't see anything out there that caught my eye or anything. There wasn't anything no wow factor of this. It's just another product, another nutritional product. Couldn't really find any good information on it, on anything good about it other than what the research about, those products were. So I just kind of waited, and my patient came in and actually, and a funny thing is she came in I thought she came in for an adjustment, but she came in to show me this product, which I'm glad she did. And she showed me the microscopy study, and I've been looking for something to go directly into the cells to feed our cells, because I believe that's the way we're going to change things in our health, in our society. And so she showed me that, and I was like, wow, this is a wow factor.
Wow.
And so
I've heard that more than one time from other people. Go ahead.
Right. So at first I was standoffish, arms crossed, but I saw this and I went, this is something different. And so I looked into it. I got on the product. I took the Swish and the CBD. I mean the pain spray, relief spray, and all my pains after about 3 days that I have from practicing for 30 years were basically gone. I woke up, I could squeeze a fist without pain in the knuckles, without pain in the wrist, shoulders, knees, just all that wear and tear of my physical job that I have here, my career. So I definitely got straight into it. And this is what I've been looking for my patients, because I wanted something that would change this kind of drastic change for cellular health and health and feeling good. Because there's so many people out there just stuck on medications and stuff. So that's how I got in, and I've been in since November of 2019. I've been on this product. So
excellent. So over a year and a half now.
Over a year and a half, yeah.
So again, this is the main product we're talking about, Cili Swish, and then what Dr. Young was just referring to is our Cili sprays. These are the size of a credit card. They're very easy to carry around. Again, we're not going to get into too much of all this stuff. So let me ask you this: how does CBD help the body?
So basically, just like you've already touched on this, on the endocannabinoid system. So we have the system in our body. I'll go briefly on this. It's just we have a system that basically runs every other system in our body, and we discovered that just recently, basically. And this system, when it goes haywire, it creates a lot of havoc of all other systems, whether it be your endocrine system, musculoskeletal system, your cardiovascular, everything, because everything, the endocannabinoid system basically runs all of the neurotransmitters and basically cellular health. It sends the messages for other systems to do what they're supposed to do. And basically, if that goes bad, then everything else starts to go bad. And inflammation is one of the biggest things in any kind of disease. And that's what this has been, when that system goes bad, then that's what it creates, is inflammation. So then you get the autoimmune diseases, the gastric diseases and such like that. Exactly. So basically what it does is, when you take this product, because of our product being a nanotechnology, we're able to deliver trillions of particles of CBD, CBG, and other key ingredients that we'll talk about here to the body, to change that cell, to keep that body out of that inflammatory part, so that you start seeing changes in your health and pain levels and energy and just all sorts of, even up to hair growth, so absolutely incredible stuff. So that system is able to function and thrive with the nutrition that we deliver at a cellular level. So
that's right. In fact, this is, we're talking CBD. I'm going to ask you another question here regarding CBDs, but as a precursor, I'm going to say this. This is more than just CBD, as Dr. Young just alluded to. This has got a proprietary blend of mitochondrial blend, glycobiological blend, mineral blend. It's got other key ingredients in there as well. So let me ask you, Dr. Young, are all CBDs created equal?
Absolutely not. There's stuff out there, you have no idea what's in it. You don't know how they grow it a lot of times. They have a lot of them strip it down so much they don't even have the CBD in it anymore. So it really is. There's just so many products out there. There's some good products, but there's also some very bad products that nobody knows what they're really getting, and can be dangerous at times. So that's why I liked Cili by Design, because everything you see is in it, and it's been proven in the lab. What we see on the label is what we get. Exactly. On top of that, it's got all the best ingredients. It's pharmaceutical grade. It's EU organic, non-GMO, everything like everybody already probably knows. The people that don't know, but this is a great product.
And then we've also got that stamp on there, right? That current manufacturing practices compliant, which is an FDA regulated program, which basically for the end user lets them know that, hey, what's inside this bottle or what's on the label is exactly what you're getting. Exactly.
Right.
So that's awesome.
And on top of that, they don't have the pesticides. Some of the stuff, you never know whether they have the pesticides and stuff in there. We have the testing to prove that doesn't have it in there. So
very good
practices to do for a product.
So now, as a physician, how do you introduce this to your patients, and what kind of results have you seen with some of them?
So in my office, my front office, there's displays that I put up. I put the product up. I put a video up that kind of shows it and shows the assets that we provide in this company of before and afters. Those are just golden when people see, what somebody looked like before with the skin conditions and then afterwards, and how they have improved in just months, sometimes weeks, sometimes days, And so I display that in my front office. And then every patient that comes in is an inflammatory patient. We've got our United States is just one big inflammation. I mean, there's like 40% of our population is inflamed, and they're going to have the issues. They're going to have the pains. They're going to have the gut issues, the celiac stuff, all sorts of different things that show up because of inflammation. And it's the key to all disease. And so I always introduce it. I say, have you seen our product up there? And I say, this is what it's about. This is what we want to do. We want to change things from not only a structural issue that I do, but I also want to change things from a cellular level, nutrition wise, so that we can make the body work as a whole and not just fix little things here and there, And so that's what this product has allowed me to do, is basically feed that cellular level so that the body can function at 100%, And
what kind of results have you seen with some of your patients?
Well, a lot of different ones. Pain, mine's generally pain. We got a lot of people with disc issues, and but like I said, even some of the big issues like stomach health, gut health. People say that I've lived with a stomach issue for most of my life. They take it. I had, in fact, a patient today say, you know what? I have not had a stomach ache this whole time since I've had this product in me. And she just started last week on it. So those are the kind of things you see on a regular basis and hear about. Skin conditions. There's been some skin conditions that have rashes that have gone away, lumps that have gone away, little lipomas, little fatty tumors that have shrunk down because of it. Just a gamut of different health issues that are benefiting from it, and because again, that's down to the cellular level. You fix the cells, then good things are going to happen to the body.
I know you've explained before, and I don't want to get too down this rabbit hole, but one of the things, and I think this is also important for doctors that may be watching this, or their patients or other people down the road. Something that really stuck with me, you did this interview with Mr. Hager on a Monday night call, our corporate update call. And one of the things that really resonated with me is that the longer you're on this product, the more results you're going to start getting from it. Can you just touch on that very quickly?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, when we're toxic, when our bodies are very toxic, cells are toxic, then basically you're going to, you start taking your health into your own matters there, and you go get help. You're going to start, it's just going to take a while to get those cells to kind of come back to where they should be. So, it's not like take it for a week or a month and boom, it's you're better. Some people are going to take longer. You're going to have those cases, but a lot of people are so inflamed that it could take a whole year. I always say, give it a year. What do you have to lose? You're gonna feel better and everything, and pretty much every single time they feel better. I've only had 2 cases that said I don't really feel anything happening. Those 2 cases basically got off after a few months, and then they go, you know what, I did feel it, and so they got back on it right away. So that says a lot about the product, and what we're putting out there for people. And so, and I love it because I can now help my patients on a whole nother level.
So do you normally then just sell out of your office, or do you also, this is network marketing, so we have the opportunity to be able to sell it online, and then we also have the opportunity to bring new people on as members. What has kind of been your approach with a patient or a client of yours?
All of the above. So I get people in, they buy it from me here. I tell them, hey, You want it just like you order from Amazon? Do you want to just have it delivered to your doorstep, and that way you have it ever? You don't go, oh, I got to get over to Dr. Young's to get it. And there's times where I'm done with I got to order more products, so because it goes off my shelves pretty quickly. And so I try to get them on a home delivery on that part.
Sure.
Um, as in my practice, a lot of times, there's people that are interested in it. They start hearing about the company and everything, and they get excited about that. And there's a few that I'll sign up for that, but it's mostly retail through my practice, and then the home stuff. I mean, people deliver directly to their home. So
That's right. That's awesome. We do have for some people, I know I have some physicians and like salon owners and that they'll buy it in bulk, and they can make almost like 100% profit on the
exactly.
product out of their office. So it can become very lucrative, or at least help cover their overheads and things like that, while they're also helping people. So that's excellent. Now, we recommend a standard dose of this is just the one capful. It's approximately 1 teaspoon. Do you find yourself adjusting dosages?
I do actually. I start everybody out with, because you have 36 doses roughly in a bottle. And I always say, hey, for the first week, do 2 capful. First thing when you wake up, second time maybe around noon, take the second dose. Do that for 6 days, and then from the remainder of the month, you can just do 1 capful. Kind of gets into the system, and that's for everybody. Now, there's some people that are a little bit more inflamed, and they basically, I sometimes will give them, 2 doses for a longer period of time, or tell them, do 2 doses, or even up at the 3 dose. I know there's times I get, I might feel a little bit worse, and I'll bump it up to 3 doses myself, and it does make a difference. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it gets into the system, so you're putting trillions and trillions and trillions of particles into that system. So it's going to change things. And I believe it would change things on a faster pace, doing it that way. So that's why I start everybody out, on that program. And then if they're like, yeah, I don't really feel anything, I say up it up, two more doses or a dose, kind of go up from there.
Excellent.
Seems to be effective.
So you kind of alluded to it with the autoimmune disease. So I'm gonna bypass this question. I'm just gonna talk into it, and just correct me if I'm wrong or not on this. But because I want to get to my next question, which maybe require a little bit longer answer. But I know that there's a lot of people that suffer with autoimmune, and my niece does. I've known a lot of other people, and we have seen results with that. And we believe a lot of that is due to the ECS and bringing that all back into homeostasis. So if that is a challenge of yours, we can actually have another conversation on that another time. But the one I do want to ask, which many people may not be aware of, my wife is really into nutrition as well, and we had this discussion going on, and we started talking about the non-essential amino acids, or the essential amino acids, or is it the non-essential? I get them confused. Anyhow, there's 9 of them, and we asked you about that, and my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Young gave us a very, very detailed response on all this. Is there a way that you could kind of surmise that in a couple minutes for everybody that's listening in?
Yes. There's so much information on each of them. So that's like probably 3 more of these.
A seminar on amino acids.
Part 1, 2, and 3. So, but they're all needed for all the functions of the body. They need for growth, bone growth. They even are needed for certain vitamins to function properly. And so everything together, they go to work at a cellular level to help all the systems of your body to benefit. And so that's in a nutshell, that's basically what they're for. So,
and then what do you say about what Cili does as far as getting those amino acids for your body?
So they have all of those amino acids, and we don't make, those 9, we don't make them. So we have to ingest them somehow with the food that we eat. Or now a capful of Cili Swish, because it has everything you need, mineral wise, amino acid wise, electrolyte wise. Everything in there is there to make that body function at the best that it can. And because it's nano sized, you're getting more of the product there. You're getting 99% absorption, whereas you go and take these products separately, then you're not going to basically get but maybe 10-20% of the product, because the particle size is so big. You have to process it through your gut and your liver, and by the time you get it, you have just very little to go out to the cells. That's the beauty of Swish.
Oh man, that is awesome. And again, I mean, this is going directly to the cells in less than 5 minutes. So it's really powerful. You give the cells the nutrition that they're craving, because we are so deficient from the food supply, and many people don't eat right. I mean, yes, we could, but it's very expensive to eat pure organic and to go to Whole Foods all the time for a family of 4. I mean, it could get really, really expensive. So this is giving you another option to be able to get all that stuff at even a higher rate. You're getting more bang for your buck, basically, by doing it simply once a day or twice a day if you do. You also hinted at this, and so I'm going to ask you this, and I got one more question before we close it out. But the minerals, I think many people know that we're mineral deficient. Some people take a mineral supplement to help try to balance that out. Minerals are very crucial to the body's overall health. So what about the minerals? What would you have to say to share with other doctors and physicians and the people that are listening to this about minerals?
And again, minerals are needed for all functions of the body. I mean, that's just for our body to basically function at 100%. Those minerals have to work, and they help in getting your vitamins into the cells also. Magnesium for calcium and all of the different ones. So they're very important just in all of cellular health and to nerve function and to cellular growth, health of the cell. So everything involved is just basically for that body to function at 100%. And I can go in detail of everything, but it would be a long time.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do something like that again too.
That would be great.
I think that a lot of people are going to find a lot of benefit from this little short discussion that we're having, but maybe we'll have a longer one. We can get into more of the details on that. I can tell you this, in talking about dosages, minerals, electrolytes, and all these other great things, the CBD that we have. Many people have seen my lives that tune in here regularly, that I broke my leg, my tibia plateau, a little over 3 months ago. And I never used a single pain pill. I had a prescribed oxycodone. I never used a single pill. I was able to manage the pain with the Swish and the relief spray. And then I believe that it healed much quicker, because how I was progressing through those 3 months completely blew the surgeon away, as well as the physical therapist that I was working with. So, and it healed 100% great. So I'm really excited. So I'm so thankful that I had the Swish available to me, and I was actually doing it 2 to 3 times a day during that entire process. So
a big part of the mineral is the bone growth. It helps in speeding up that repair process of bone growth. And so same with the amino acids. So you had every bit of good stuff going straight to it.
I have a chemist friend, Ted, who also stated that the CBG is known to be very good for bone marrow growth.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. So that was pretty cool. So again, I got one last question for you here. And that is, what advice would you give to other practitioners considering using Cili by Design products in their practice?
My advice is to basically get it and start doing it, because you will be amazed by the results that you'll get with your patients. Results with you and your family. Get on it, try it, and get on it and do it. This is something that's huge, new to the industry. And so there's nothing out there like it. This is going directly to the cells. So you can't find another product that can do that I know of, that's out there. So
that's right. And
get it in your practice.
Excuse me for interrupting, but on that note, this is important. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, this was created by 4 scientists that have a collection of 9 PhDs. To have your product backed by 1 or 2 PhDs is pretty cool, but to have it backed by 9 PhDs is probably unheard of. I mean, this is not just your typical CBD or nutritional product you're going to go get at a grocery store. You can only get it through a Cili by Design member, such as Dr. Young or myself, or the person that's sharing this with you. So I'm going to be uploading this onto YouTube with a shareable link so that everybody in Cili by Design or whoever you are, you can be able to share this very easily. And then I just asked whoever shares this with you, if you would contact them. So if you're friends with Dr. Young, get in touch with Dr. Young. If you're friends with me, get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to get you all set up and ready to go. Or if it's somebody else down the road sharing this with you, get with them and allow them to explain to you what's going on and get you the product. So, Dr. Young, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're out of time.
Yeah, no problem.
Really do appreciate.
Thanks for having me.
Any last words you'd like to say to the people out there?
Yeah, get on this product. It's going to change your life. It's good stuff. You got to get on it. So.
All right. Well, I love and appreciate you all, and especially you, Dr. Young, today. Thank you so much. We're going to have to get together and do some jamming on some guitars. What do you say?
I'd love that. Would love it. Would love it.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Bye.